Battle Cruiser operational, friends. Welcome to some more Soul Hunters gameplay. This time it will be Realm of the Ancients and the last boss of it, Riley. She's a bitch, to be honest, and she's definitely hardest boss in here. But that's mainly because you can't really control her like you could with every other boss before her. Because she's so random with her jumps and so on and so forth, and the amount of damage she deals. But still, uh, I'm currently like at 1.8 million, if I can find it. Yeah, 1.8 million damage, and that's currently like first place on my server. But that probably won't last long enough because it's not really easy to do like more than that. But it's definitely possible, like around 2 million at most, I think. Even I myself can probably do like around 2 million, but that requires a lot of luck. A lot of luck. Because again, you cannot really control it much. You can try, but it's all dependent on things happening on the battlefield. But anyway, the team I used for the best result was this, like Tholin, Kanyek, Alana, Garrick, and Blood. There are also other options for Riley, like good options like Kara, for example. I will show you maybe if I have time for another like example. But I got like decent result with Kara around like 1.4 or 5 million. But the basic idea of any team that you would use in here is that you have to balance yourself between like dealing sufficient enough damage to be highly ranked on standings, and between the amount of control you should bring with your team. This means like slow debuffs, for example, the one that Tolin has, freezes for Kanyak or Arcturus, uh, just plain stuns like Kara does with her ultimate ability, and also like immobilize effects like nets, the ones that Arachna and Dokras have, for example. But the main problem with all of these heroes, other heroes like other than Fallen and Kanyek, is that they do not deal enough damage, obviously. Mainly because like Dokras is a magic hero who main damage output comes from like his ultimate ability, which is basically AOE, area effect spell. So it excels that it hits like 5 people, and single target is not very good. Same goes for Arachna, but she really does decent damage, especially when she is awakened. She lives long enough to deal like a lot of damage. Yeah, so if you have Arachna, you can definitely try her. I think I didn't really notice, but I think her passive poison also works. And the Kara among them is the best choice if you do not have a like decently leveled Kanyak, because Kara can go off with her ultimate like 5 to 6 times in the battle, which is decent, and all this time gives you like more opportunities to deal damage with your other heroes. So yeah, Kara is definitely a good choice. Besides, she has physical damage debuff, which is also good. You can also try Namtar. He works decently as well, but he doesn't bring nearly enough control like Kara or Kanyek does. But anyway, so like with this, the perfect balance hits because like all of them are physical DPS heroes like usual. Uh, with that in mind, we have like party wide buff of Alana to physical attack and so on. And all of them, like 3 of these at least like Blood, Garrick, and Alana deal decent enough damage. Single target, of course. But main thing that allows you to do all this damage is the amount of freezes on Kaniak, who himself deals like decent damage, and also the slows from Wolverines of Fallen. They are really essential. I unfortunately couldn't record like the best attempt, one that did 1.8 million. Actually, I did record it, but the video got corrupted and I couldn't like salvage it. So I had to wait another bunch of diamonds and re-record everything. But this time I managed to get like 1.6, which is fine for like demonstration purposes, I suppose. Yeah. So the main tactic for you will be as follows. The main thing you should try to avoid is when she jumps into the air and like that, yeah. When she lands, because after that she always deals her four combo attack, whatever, to everyone, and you will probably die. At least some of your back row might die after that. Well, not maybe after first or second jump. You probably this is the second jump, and as you can see, all of them are able to survive that. But after that, like around 6 to 8 buffs on boss, you have to absolutely control her jump. And you can do that by conserving Tolin energy for his ultimate to do it at the right time. Right time is very tricky here because it's kind of difficult to notice at times. And also Kaniak, like he did in this particular case, may or may not interrupt your plan, so to speak. So when exactly should you use Fallen's ultimate? Riley abilities are actually quite fixed in time. So she basically deals them in systematic pattern. First, she does this AOE, like she calls in Pack of Wolves attack, whatever its name is. And right after that, she immediately jumps, and after a jump, she deals 4 hit combo attack. So exactly at this point, when she does her Wolves attack, you must have Tolin at least like 2/3 of the energy full, because this attack will probably fill up the rest of the bar for Tolin, and he will have like his ultimate ready for when you need it. And this will be right now, because after that, observe. After that, she would do a jump, but unfortunately, and you can't really control it, my Kaniak at this time freezed her. And I already used Fallen, which I shouldn't have done, but I didn't think that Kaniak would do that. So yeah, he screwed me over. But if he didn't do that, everything would happen like a bit differently. Because then she does a jump, as you can see here, she kinda kneels down a bit, bends a knee and takes a knee, whatever, and then jumps. And this is exactly the point there you should use your Fallen's ultimate. Because his cast time is pretty quick, and this is right exact amount of time that you need to his ultimate to go off. So not only you deal damage with it, but you also interrupt her ability, her jump. So she doesn't do it at all until the next rotation. So we have really paid attention when she does her like take a knee stance and hit it at this exact time. And again, this becomes relevant only after 2 jumps. Two first jumps are irrelevant because they don't deal enough damage at this point. But third and fourth jump, fourth is not really that important because you will probably have little to no time left on your counter. So yeah, you will probably use everything you got anyway. So main moment in the fight that you should have to pay attention is the third jump, and you absolutely must interrupt it with Stolen. Otherwise, your Garrick or Alana or Blood, some of them or maybe all of them even, will die, and you will not have enough damage for the rest of the fight. So yeah, she pulls off her jump and Blood is dead. It could be worse, like she could easily kill more of them. But fortunately for me, the heroes in the back were like spread out enough, so the attack didn't hit like all of them. For example, Alana wasn't like in harm's way at all, I think. So yeah, this is also something you cannot control absolutely. So yeah, there's a lot of luck in this fight. But anyway, since I didn't have much time at all after the last jump, so it wouldn't matter anyway. But if Kanik wouldn't screw me over at this point, I would definitely be able to interrupt her the most important jump, and I would definitely deal like more, maybe 1.6, maybe 1.8 even damage at this attempt. So it's definitely possible. Well, I of course it's possible. I already did like 1.8 plus. So yeah, if you have enough luck with this, if you are really careful with her jump ability, if you can interrupt it in time, maybe I can find it like when I did it properly. Maybe not. Let's see, like this, probably this, yes. So yeah, Wolf's attacks, I have Fallen Energy, and I immediately probably use it. Yeah, I will use it, but since her animation starts right in time, yep, you saw that. So right as Stolen was about to hit her, she managed to squeeze her attack in. So she took a knee and was about to use her ability. That counts as as her using it. So it's already on cooldown for her. And she gets stunned, and all of her rotation is screwed, like totally wasted. So I have enough time to deal something else, to deal some more damage at this point, and no one is in harm's way. And after that, it just comes down to what your Kanik does. So how many times he will like freeze her from this point on. Of course, the next jump you cannot really control, so that's why some of them are dead. Sometimes you can pull off something like Blood pushing her away, so she doesn't get her full combo on your back row. But that's not the thing that always happening. So yeah, again, a lot of luck involved in this fight. But the main thing, like I said, you should have to pay attention to is like this third jump, because this is the exact opportunity for you to deal either like little damage or proper decent damage. But they will do decently, like 1.4, 1.5 maybe, especially with Kara. So if you don't have Kanik, like use Kara. If you can switch Alana for Tanya. Tanya deals like decent damage, not enough but decent. Anyway, yeah. So something like that. See you next time. Still on Vincent. Good luck.